Welcome back to another WoW video. Today we'll be discussing 10 nerfs and removals coming in pre-patch. Before we get into that, if this type of video is not for you, make sure to check out my last video covering Relics of the Past changes. Starting with the nerfs, we dive into Mr. Panda and WoD raids, which have been a staple of raw gold for a while now. Take for example Blackrock Foundry Live. You can easily get 2,567 gold, PTR you can get about 1,474 gold, making it a 1,093 gold drop, which is not game breaking but noticeable and not worth the time anymore, seeing it will take the same time to complete it at current level. This could change at max level of 60, but I highly doubt it will do anything different. Now for Mr. Panda, let's take Terrace for example. Live you will get 936 raw gold compared to 647 raw gold on PTR. That is a 289 nerf, which is not too bad, and to be honest still will be doable, but it's still a nerf. It's not that 80% or 90% as others are saying. Next on our list is crafting gear nerfs, with pre-patch items like strikers at 57 gold for live are now 28 silver on pre-patch. Let's do a little math at its base level. Let's say you did my last farm video, got 1,100 bloodstained bones, not including the other items, just the bones. We will base this on base crafting, not Warforged into higher version. On live it's 7,809 gold, and on PTR it's a whopping 9,725.63 gold. You are wondering how this is so, with strikers being 28 silver now. Well, with the Relic of the Past made with the strikers, which takes about 4 seconds and you can find all that information in the last video, they are sitting at 70 gold per striker, which makes them kind of worth it and kind of not worth it, because first off, the nerf here is strikers without a relic is very low obviously, and the fact that you need a relic, then that means you need Tempest Hide, then that means you need blood bones and shimmering scales to make the strikers, is kind of a big nerf and a lot more going to it. Then you got to take those in consideration, plus the time to get those, plus the cost you got to spend. It really evens out compared to what the buff would be, which is 70 gold. So with that guys, this is going to be the normal thing of shuffle gear, so suspect this to be for every single shuffle gear that's in BFA, and this is just a mere example, not something that I say you should go for, but it's just a mere example of what the nerf is coming for crafting gear. Up next is dungeon revamps. Let's dive into Skyreach. Live at the moment is 492 gold per run, which is pretty good, but when it comes to pre-patch we are looking at a 303 gold drop, which is 189 per run, which is a lot for this dungeon. It makes it not worth the time anymore. Sadly the days of Skyreach will be over, but nevertheless there are always revamps that are happening. At the same time, items that you've been farming for are either moving or gone from the game, making it a huge nerf and removal for those trying to farm for those rare items. So guys, I will say right now that this is going to be probably one of the hugest nerfs out of all this list, but you gotta understand that this is something they've done before in BFA and we saw this coming. So basically I suggest you, if you can, if you have a spot that you've been farming for an item that you've never got, please try to farm that as much as you can now, because I don't know where they're going. I don't have a list of it, but when I do have a list of where they went to compared to where they are now, I will let y'all guys know in the near future. On top of dungeon revamps, dungeon level running will be a lot harder now. With the removal of corruption and other things, the average level booster for freehold will not be able to boost anymore. This is a great blow to those who actually make gold for boosting tunes to 120. But fear not, you should be able to twink in Shadowlands, hopefully, right? Overworld Farms that hardly drop greens now are farmable places. Take for example Crystal Lake. Not a very good spot at all in live, but in pre-patch new greens drop in high silver. You might say, wait, this is a buff, right? You would be right, but in the same sense, items that were once green here are now white and will be common, making their prices tank on the auction house. Some overworld farms will be good, some will be bad, all due to the revamp. So if you are looking for a said item in overworld farm, do it now. It will be harder pre-patch and beyond. Both Alliance and Horde have a chance to every day for a 2k emissary to pop up. It's always good to see that free 2k, but with pre-patch and beyond, there will be no more. There's really nothing more to say about this than it will be missed. Along the lines of emissaries, when you reach 10k rep after you're already capped with rep for said group, you can talk to zone rep turn in for a Paragon chest, which gives you anywhere from 3.5k to 5k gold per box. Something that gave players to look forward to, as in the emissary, this will be going away too with pre-patch and beyond. So if you have Paragons saved, I would advise you to turn them in now. As in both WoD and Legion, BFA mission table gold was a thing, but not as big as both previous expansions, but it was there. With the pre-patch and beyond, it will be gone as the trend sees in previous expansions. Minor, but nevertheless a removal. Islands were a new feature in BFA, love it or hate it. You had a chance to get 5k gold missions every week, which is nice, but with other things on the list, come pre-patch it will be removed. The reward will be more Titan residue, so if you have ults, get your islands grind on before it is gone. Last but not least is Old God Assault Zones. At a chance of 2k per assault, up to 3 per week per tune, it was a great way to get 445 gear and extra gold. Come pre-patch and beyond, this will be gone gold wise, so if you have ults, I suggest you do these assaults and try for that 2k before it's gone. I hope you enjoyed this video and are ready for pre-patch nerfs and removals. With these nerfs and removals coming, one might think gold making is getting a huge nerf, but I'm here to tell you it's not as bad as you might think. We are in the middle of a change, and I can guarantee you there will be new farms, passive gold making, crafting, and the likes. My suggestion is stay tuned to this channel because we are bringing this content as fast as we can. With that, thank you for my Patreons for going that extra mile in this time of needs. If you enjoyed my content, please consider liking and subscribing, and as always, stay stashy.